Good morning, everyone. We are here with break 251. Oh, we'll just get that fixed up. We have our priority box. I'll put that across to the side. And our case. Let's find. I haven't read the team list. I have got it ready. We'll get it out and we'll find out who. Alright. Matt Moylan for the Sharks, number 38. Alright, let me bring the chat up. Morning, Tony. Broncos, Tony Storm. What the hell happened there? Oh. Raiders, Michael. Bulldogs, Cameron. Sharks, Tony. Dolphins, Tony. Titans, Demi. Manly, Andy. Storm, Ben. Knights, Demi. Cowboys, Andy. Eels, Steve. Panthers, Tony. Rabbitohs, Tony. Dragons, Warren. Roosters, Tony. Warriors, Aaron. And Tigers, Andy. Just give me a sec, guys. I had an issue with my team list, so I just want to double check with the invoices. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure how that happened. Right. Yeah, everything's right. No big deal. I just had the wrong team for Raiders. It was labelled as Storm for some reason. Let me fix one more thing up. Sorry, guys. I just don't want to get to the end and forget about it. Alright. Don't know how that happened. Good morning, Andy. Thank you for getting the break underway today. Much appreciated. Alright. I actually got a bit of a surprise because when we haven't got a break sold out and I know it's close, that's pretty much one of the first things I do when I open my eyes is to check whether they've sold out or not. And they hadn't at that point, and then I've got here and Dad's like, break sold out. Oh no, I've got no bin. That's alright. We got this. Let's go. Clutch Kings, Daly Cherry Evans for Manly. So you're still going out fishing today, Mr. Tony? Parallel, Jaden Sewer for the Dragons. New recruit, Oregon Kafusi for the Sharks. Cowboys parallel checklist. All ready to go. What are we chasing today? Shanice Parker, Maori All-Stars. Cowboys Master Series. Brian To'o, parallel for Panthers. New recruit Mitchell Barnett for the Warriors. Might like anything. Yeah, don't worry, these days that's how I am too. White Young Guns, Eddie Blacker for the Panthers, number 22. Hammerfido, parallel for the Dolphins. Jermaine Hopgood, Indigenous All-Stars. Tohu Harris, Sapphire Mojo, number 7 for the Warriors. I've even got fishing kayaks and I haven't even touched a rod in a year. Hudson Young, parallel for Raiders. Yeah, used to be really keen. New recruit Ben Lovett for the Rabbitohs. Isabel Kelly, Dally M for Roosters. Dylan Walker, parallel for Warriors. New recruit Tarek Sims for Storm. The best luck I've had up on the Gold Coast has been Emerald Lakes so far. Tried a few different areas and just had shocking luck. Valentine Holmes, World Cup champions. Jacob Carraz, parallel for Bulldogs. Clutch Kings, Sam Walker for the Roosters. Yasmin Clydesdale, World Cup champions. Philip Semi, parallel for the Titans. Kieran Foran, new recruit for the Titans. Joseph Tapine, Dally M for the Raiders. Campbell Graham, parallel for the Rabbitohs. I'll be careful how I say this one just so I don't upset anyone, but yeah, I used to do a lot of Ludrick fishing. Started as a young boy with my great-grandparents at Yamba. Then used to fish for them down at Wingdang. Cody Walker, Indigenous All-Stars. Used to chase the dolphin fish out of, used to head out from the Hawkesbury River. Zach Lomax, Ruby Mojo for the Dragons. Blake Brayley, parallel for Sharks. Now, if you come down this way and you're looking for somewhere, Emerald Lakes is alright for the kids. Jermaine Hopgood, new recruit for the Eels. That's why I found it and went there. Hey, who we got? Tony. Pretty sure you got one of these not long ago, buddy. Number 61, Dolphins duo. We haven't hit too many. Yeah, nice. Okay. We'll mention that to Dad. Jacob Saifidi, parallel for Knights. So that'll be a conversation for you. Gail Broughton, Mary All-Stars. Yeah, we have there you go. Clutch Kings, Valentine Holmes for the Cowboys, and David Nofaluma, parallel for Tigers. Morning, Ben. Talking a bit of fishing this morning while we open some cards. Around this beautiful country of ours. Ben Hunt, World Cup champions. Iluka, yes. Pete Gutherson, that parallel for the Eels. Corey Herrera, Nara, Maori All-Stars. Yeah, my great-grandparents, I believe it was apartment buildings at first, and then when I was old enough to remember anyway, they owned a house on one of the bays or whatever you want to call it up there. It was quite nice. Clutch Kings, Sam Walker for the Roosters. Wake up of a morning in the holidays while I was visiting, have dolphins swimming past. It was awesome. Black Young Guns, number 2, KO Weeks for Manly. Sam Verrills, parallel for Titans. Kieran Foran, new recruit for Titans. Lachlan Elias, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Jasmine Peters, Indigenous All-Stars. Master Series for the Kangaroos. Ronaldo Mulatalo, parallel for the Sharks. Jermaine Hopgood, new recruit for Eels. White Young Guns, Jesse Colquhoun for the Sharks, number 13. Daniel Saifiti, parallel for the Knights. Danny Levi, new recruit for the Raiders. Isabel Kelly, Dally M for the Roosters. Storm Parallel Checklist. Well, Dad used to go up there as a young kid and had a few mates around the area. So they used to go up to the Blue Pools, I think it is. The Natural Springs. Clutch Kings, Ben Hunt for the Dragons. Do you know anything about them ones, Tony? Apparently it's still got all the machinery and earth moving stuff at the bottom of it. They would dig in the hole and come back in the morning and it all they'd hit a spring or something. World Cup champions, Keely Davis, Reuben Cotter, parallel for the Cowboys. Brendan Smith, new recruit for Roosters. Alex Johnston, Dally M for the Rabbitohs. Isaac Tago, parallel for Panthers. Wingdang down the south coast of Sydney, so Wollongong area. Used to be an awesome little inlet there, and then they've opened it right up. So James Fisher-Harris, Maori All-Stars for the Panthers. Not as good as it used to be. Yeah, that's the one. Josh Schuster, number 43. Ruby Mojo for Manly. Yeah, you know the story about the machinery at the bottom of it still. Adam Reynolds, parallel for the Broncos. Pink Diamond for the Knights, number 43. Ewan Aiken, parallel for the Dolphins. New recruit, Jeremy Marshall King for the Dolphins. Nah, thanks. Tony goes to Yamba every year for a family holiday. No. Tommy Turbo, parallel for Manly. Pardon? I don't know that one. Yeah, right. On the wall. Taliafui Maono, Indigenous All-Stars. Clutch Kings, Mitchell Moses for the Eels. Sam Walker, parallel for the Roosters. Clutch Kings, James Tamo for the Cowboys. That's another box done. No, but it is deeper, yeah. Tony knows about the Blue Pools but doesn't know the story.
and go to the museum on the golf course.
Oh, there you go.
Story.
Dad's saying go to the museum at the golf course. There's a full story there.
Tells you about the green pool as well.
New recruit Daniel Atkinson for the Sharks.
Tells you all about Jocks and Crocs. It's just a big green pool.
Okay, I don't know any of that one.
That's the total rumour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but there's a whole section dedicated to the rumour in the museum.
Dalian Payne Haas for the Broncos. Reece Robson at parallel for Cowboys. Clutch Kings, Adam Reynolds for the Broncos. Dylan Edwards, parallel for Panthers. Samai Matorfa, World Cup champions. Nico Hines, parallel for the Sharks. Chance Nico Klokstad, new recruit for the Warriors. Dolphins, parallel checklist. Maya Hill Moana. JT in the Master Series for the Maroons. Ruben Garrick, parallel for Manly. So 30th 23 Elite case break today. It is the 31st 23 Elite break, but 30th 23 Elite case. Jacob Little, new recruit for Dragons. John Edwards, Clutch Kings for Panthers. White Young Guns, Jermaine Hopgood for the Eels, number 121. Daniel Tupou, parallel for the Roosters. Latrell Mitchell, Indigenous All-Stars. Ruby Mojo, Joseph Tapine for the Raiders, number 40. Luke Brooks, parallel for the Tigers. New recruit Eliza Katoa for the Storm. White League Sensations, number 34, Wade Egan for the Warriors. Alarming Kickout, parallel for the Bulldogs. Joey Manu, Dally M for the Roosters. Knights parallel checklist. Shannon Mato, Maori All-Stars. So we noticed you managed a bit of fast finger first to the Dolphin spot in 153, Tony. Someone else tried to buy it at the same time. Clutch Kings, Alexander Brimson for the Titans. Sebastian Chris, parallel for the Raiders. New recruit, Daniel Saluka Fafita for the Rabbitohs. Jack Whiten, World Cup champions. Sean Johnson, parallel for the Warriors. Indigenous All-Stars, Tyrell Sloan. New recruit, Josh Hudson for the Eels. Black Diamond. We got number 1 to Andy Lang with the Cowboys for Jeremiah Nanai. Zach Lomax, parallel for Dragons. So far, Andy's help this morning's paying off. Black Young Gun and Black Diamond. Dally M, Balami Kickout for the Panthers. Titans, parallel checklist. Chance Nico Klokstad, new recruit for the Warriors. Clutch Kings, Ryan Pappenhausen for the Storm. Damien Cook, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Sharks. Matty Moylan. New recruit, Valami Kickout for the Bulldogs. Sifa Talakai, parallel for the Sharks. I'm not sure with that limited release. They've just done the milestone cards. If they're going to have the milestone case cards next year. Cody Walker, Dally M for the Rabbitohs, or if they're going to do similar things like that throughout the year. Tom Gilbert, parallel for Dolphins. Jamie Chapman, Indigenous All-Stars. Master Series in the Kangaroos. Dominic Young, parallel for Knights. New recruit, Apasai Coruscant for Tigers. White Young Guns, Egan Butcher for the Roosters, number 164. Isaiah Papali'i, parallel for the Tigers. Not looking good for the Warriors now. Sean Johnson's out. New recruit, Reece Welsh for the Broncos. Zach Docker Clay, Maori All-Stars. Clutch Kings, Adam Reynolds for the Broncos. Latrell Mitchell, Ruby Mojo for the Rabbitohs, number 39. Reports, Addo Cars, unhappy at Bulldogs. Tolatua Koala, parallel for Manly. Him and Brendan Smith, they were both basically stars at Storm, and since they've left, they've both lost a bit of their mojo. New recruit, Jacob Little for the Dragons. I know Brendan Smith was getting himself into a little bit of trouble, but just that passion and fire that he had on the field, it's not there anymore. Jermaine Isako, Sapphire Mojo for the Dolphins. Joey Manu, parallel for the Roosters. Shania Power, Indigenous All-Stars. No, definitely not. Luke Brooks, Clutch Kings for the Tigers. It's not even a matter of getting better. Like, they've already got the skill and the talent. Like, what? Josh Hodgson, parallel for the Eels. Keys Yaps, World Cup champions. Isaiah Yo, parallel for Panthers. Jackson Hastings, new recruit for Knights. Regan Campbell-Gillard, World Cup champions. Selwyn Cobbo, parallel for Broncos. Jordan Ricky, Maori All-Stars. Yes, I agree with that. But you can't tell me the Roosters doesn't have that class of player in the team. Yes, I know the team that Smith and Carr come from was an intense team. But, yeah, both teams still have their talent. 28, Latrell Mitchell patch, Indigenous patch. Nick Meaney, parallel for the Storm. I don't know. I thought or felt that it was like a player bonding thing. The Storm and the Panthers players seem like a very close-knit club. I've seen Pappenhausen saying like most of the boys' homes are out of state for the Storm. Yeah, well, I think that's coming down to what I'm just saying. Like the Storm are all living away from home, so they're close with each other because their family and friends are elsewhere. So I think that's part of why Storm have that team. Jonas, Kira Dib, Indigenous All-Stars. Yeah, Pappenhausen was saying it's like only two players in the team are from Melbourne. Ben Hunt, Clutch Kings for the Dragons. Tommy Dearden, parallel for the Cowboys. New recruit Brendan Smith for the Roosters. Jada Taylor, Indigenous All-Stars. Patrick Carrigan, World Cup champions. James Fisher-Harris, parallel for Panthers. Maori All-Stars, Joseph Tapine. White League sensations, Apasai Coruscant for the Tigers. Number 6. Felice Kafusi, parallel for the Dolphins. New recruit Jeremy Marshall King for the Dolphins. Daliam Tarrant Aiken for the Broncos. Jake Trbojevic, parallel for Manly. Clutch Kings Mitchell Moses for the Eels. Master Series for the Maroons. Reece Walsh, parallel for Broncos. New recruit Danny Levi for the Raiders. Clutch Kings Nico Hines for the Sharks. Shaylee Bent, World Cup champions. Jake Averillo, parallel for the Bulldogs. New recruit Zach Hosking for Panthers. Olivia Koenig, Daliam for the Roosters. Matthew Tomoko, parallel for Raiders. Roosters Parallel Checklist. New recruit James Tarmo for the Cowboys. Ryan Madison parallel for the Eels. Maori All-Stars Hayes Perham. Ruby Mojo Matt Burton for the Bulldogs, number 12. No, sorry, 32. Wade Egan parallel for the Warriors. New recruit Cooper Johns for Manly. Club champions Luke Brooks for the Tigers, number 14. Ben Hunt parallel for Dragons. White Young Guns Kurt Donahoe for the Dolphins, number 135. Justin Olam parallel for Storm. Box number 6. New recruit Valami Kickout for the Bulldogs. Big Tino World Cup champions. Toby Rudolph parallel for the Sharks. Maori All-Stars Brighton Nakora. Sapphire Mojo Sam Walker for the Roosters, number 16. Kalen Ponga parallel for the Knights. New recruit Apasai Coruscant for Tigers. Indigenous All-Stars Quincy Dodd. Dally M Keely Davis for Dragons. Adam Dewey parallel for Tigers. Nico Hines, Clutch Kings for the Sharks. Max King, parallel for the Bulldogs. Zach Hosking, new recruit for Panthers. Club champions, number 37 for the Dragons, Ben Hunt. Jack Whiten, parallel for the Raiders. White Young Guns, Matthew Feagai for the Dragons, number 143. Tyrell Sloan, parallel for the Dragons. Dragons. Clutch Kings, Luke Brooks for the Tigers. Lauren Brown, World Cup champions. Regan Campbell-Gillard, parallel for the Eels. New recruit, Jackson Hastings for the Knights. Dally M. Racing McGregor for the Roosters. Kurt Capewell, parallel for Broncos. Cooper Johns, new recruit for Manly. Jordan Rapana, Maori All-Stars. Harry Grant, parallel for Storm. New recruit, Reece Walsh for Broncos. Ruby Mojo, Adam Dewey for the Tigers, number 37. Jaden Campbell, parallel for the Titans. Master Series in the Cowboys. Warriors, parallel checklist. 2 packets left, box number 6. Indigenous All-Stars, Bobby Law. Clutch Kings, Ryan Pappenhausen for the Storm. Jai Arrow, parallel for Rabbitohs. Master Series in the Bulldogs. Adokar, parallel for the Bulldogs. Cameron Murray, World Cup champions. David Fafita, parallel for the Titans. Brent Naden, Indigenous All-Stars. Emerald Mojo, Molly Olaka'atu. For Manly, number 4. Cody Walker, Rabbitohs Parallel. New recruit, Reed Marnie for the Bulldogs. Jeremiah Nanai, Dally for the Cowboys. Brighton Nakora, Parallel for Sharks. Maori All-Stars, Zali Faye. Clutch Kings, Jackson Hastings for the Knights. Young Guns signature, number 11. Tanil Pole for the Tigers. Jackson Hastings, Parallel for the Knights. New recruit, Isaiah Papali'i for the Tigers. Tigers Parallel Checklist. New recruit, Jock Madden for the Broncos. White Young Guns, Alec McDonald for the Storm, number 112. Big Papa, Parallel for the Raiders. Clutch Kings, Matt Burton for the Bulldogs. World Cup champions, Ivania Polite. Lachlan Croker, Parallel for Manly. New recruit, Zane Musgrove for the Dragons. Jesse Southwell, Dally for the Knights. James Tedesco, Parallel for the Roosters. Nico Hines, Indigenous All-Stars. New recruit, Tyrone Peachy for the Panthers. Parallel Yields Checklist. New recruit, Greg Marshew for the Knights. Ruby Mojo, Dolphins Checklist, number 44. Payne Huss, Parallel for Broncos. Destiny Brill Maori All-Stars. Here's a question for everyone. Where do you think the next NRL team will be? Clutch Kings Cody Walker for the Rabbitohs. Xavier Coates, parallel for Storm. New recruit Pasami Solo for the Raiders. Josh Papali, Big Papa, Sapphire Mojo. Number 4. Not sure how that would go these days, being a merged club. Cam Munster, parallel for Storm. Jasmine Strange, Maori All-Stars. That was definitely not one I was expecting, I can tell you now. I've seen someone from Dolphins was suggesting another Queensland club. Master Series for the Kangaroos. Kieran Foran, parallel for Dolphins. I don't know, I feel like another state needs a club. Sam Verrills, new recruit for Titans. White Young Guns, Balami Vile for the Warriors, number 129. Andy, my issue with that one is if Warriors aren't winning, they're not popular. Their fan base don't get behind them like other teams do. Cameron Murray for the Rabbitohs. And that's something a new club needs, is supporters that are going to get behind them regardless. Number 9, Black League sensations for the Dragons. Joseph Sawali, parallel for the Roosters. And I don't understand it. Well, that's what I reckon. Or at least over there somewhere. I can't tell you this, but from what I was listening, the games that we have played over there recently have gone really well. New recruit Jack Gazuski for the Cowboys. So based on that and what they were saying to that part I was listening to, they've actually got quite a strong supporter base over there. Isaiah Yeo, Dalian for Panthers. Dylan Brown, parallel for Eels. And with what we were talking about earlier with Storm, let's say they would have a very similar player base, that most of their players would come from other states. So I wonder if they'd be able to get that team mentality. Clutch Kings Sean Johnson for the Warriors that the Storm have developed. Patrick Carrigan parallel for Broncos. Latrell Mitchell World Cup champions. Josh Schuster parallel for Manly. Panthers were lucky enough to get that through a lot of their juniors. A lot of their players played together at one point or another as juniors. Some of them played quite a bit together. Selwyn Cobbo, Indigenous All-Stars. Jack Whiten, Indigenous All-Stars. Jeremiah Nanai, parallel for Cowboys. Jackson Paulo, new recruit for the Roosters. Ruby Mojo, Scott Drinkwater for the Cowboys, number 38. Panthers parallel checklist. Amy Turner, Maori All-Stars. Clutch Kings, Joseph Tapine for the Raiders. Jesse Bromwich, parallel for Dolphins. Clutch Kings, Anthony Milford for the Dolphins. World Cup champions, Isabel Kelly. Marata Nakor, parallel for Warriors. New recruit, Kelma Talagi for Manly. Caitlin Johnston, Dally M for Knights. Mikhail Ravalawa, parallel for Dragons. New recruit, Hamafido for the Dolphins. Alright, box number 9 with 10 and priority left to go after that. New recruit, Eliza Katoa for Storm. Samantha Bremner, Dally M for the Roosters. Matt Burton, parallel for Bulldogs. But I think it's inevitable we either have to gain another team or lose a team, and I can't see us losing a team. So yeah, I think we'll be gaining a new team in the next year or so, personally. Daniel Saluka for Feta for the Rabbitohs. Clutch Kings, Sean Johnson for the Warriors. Or as Maria said, maybe we'll have a merged team split up to form 2 old teams. I'm not sure how that would go though. That would be interesting. Tohu Harris, parallel for the Warriors. Indigenous All-Stars, Bobby Law. Don't forget to get your tips in if you haven't already. Tip and comp still runs through the final series. Keely Davis, World Cup champions. Ezra Mam, parallel for the Broncos. Asami Solo, new recruit for the Raiders. Simon Torfa, Dal M for the Eels. Christian Welsh, parallel for Storm. Master Series in the Cowboys. Dragons parallel checklist. Well, Bellamy's looking to leave Storm. Well, not looking to leave Storm, I should say, retire. But maybe that's somebody's opportunity, paying the right amount of money for 1 season, get him started. New recruit, Daniel Atkinson for the Sharks. White Young Guns, Paul Alamotti for the Bulldogs, number 64. Scott Drinkwater, parallel for the Cowboys. Yeah, I'm not against it either way. I can't see them running the bye for too much longer. Clutch Kings, Alexander Brimson for the Titans. Joseph Tapine, parallel for the Raiders. James Fisher-Harris, Maori All-Stars. Ruby Mojo, Jackson Hastings for the Knights, number 8. Alexander Brimson, parallel for Titans. Sam Verrills, new recruit for Titans. Emerald Mojo, hey, Big Sivo for the Eels, number 7. Steve Harris with the Eels today. Alex Johnston, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Talia Hui Maono, Indigenous All-Stars. Clutch Kings, Dylan Edwards for the Panthers. Sharks, parallel checklist. New recruit, Josh Hodgson for the Eels. Ben Hunt, World Cup champions. Dane Gagai, parallel for the Knights. 2 packets left in box number 9. Jordan Rapana, Maori All-Stars. Black Young Guns. Number 62, Griffin Neem for the Cowboys. Go Handy, on fire, mate. David Clemmer, parallel for the Tigers. Alright, box number 10, let's go. Big Tino World Cup champions. Jack Bird, parallel for the Dragons. Right, Nakora, Maori All-Stars. Sapphire Mojo, Harry Grant for the Storm. Number 19. Jason Tormalolo, parallel for the Cowboys. Jackson Paulo, new recruit for the Roosters. New recruit Jack Gazuski for the Cowboys. Dally M, Jessica Surges for the Roosters. Liam Martin, parallel for Panthers. Joseph Tapine, Clutch Kings for the Raiders. Sean O'Sullivan, parallel for Dolphins. New recruit Hamafito for the Dolphins. White Young Guns Junior Tupou for the Tigers. Number 7, 007. There we go. That's got to be a special number, 007. Micah Sivo, parallel for the Eels. Daly Cherry Evans, parallel for Manly. Kalmatalagi, new recruit for Manly. Clutch Kings, Jackson Hastings for the Knights. World Cup champions, Lauren Brown. Jaden Brayley, parallel for the Knights. New recruit Isaiah Papali'i for the Tigers. Dally M, Apasai Coruscant for Panthers. Apasai Coruscant parallel for Tigers. That just confused the hell out of me. Oh, I wanted to put that parallel in the Panthers slot so bad then. Quincy Dodd, Indigenous All-Stars. Oh. Corey Herrera, Nara, Mary All-Stars. Joey Manu, Ruby Mojo for the Roosters, number 40. Reed Marnie, parallel for Bulldogs. New recruit Tyrone Peachy for Panthers. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Number one, Tony. Payne Huss, Team League Sensation. There we go. Nice. Now, that means we have a chance to hit the double team Raiders parallel checklist. Jasmine Peters, Indigenous All-Stars. Master Series in the Maroons. Victor Bradley, parallel for the Roosters. Clutch Kings, Anthony Milford for the Dolphins. Mitchell Barnett, parallel for the Warriors. And that's the end of the case. Let's get into this priority box. And finally, hopefully we can tick off my goal for the double team league sensations. We've done the double JT. I honestly thought we were going to do it again with the amount that we're opening. But it didn't happen. Dally M, Isaiah Yo for Panthers, number 29. Adam Dewey, parallel for the Tigers. Clutch Kings, Anthony Milford for Dolphins. Tommy Dearden, Ruby Mojo, number 10 for the Cowboys. Max King, parallel for the Bulldogs. Indigenous All-Stars, Talia Fui Maono. New recruit Jackson Paulo for the Roosters. we have a booklet. Number 6. I'm actually not sure of his jersey number. Jordan Rapana for the Raiders. Michael Hall. Jack Whiten, parallel for the Raiders. Unfortunately, with that booklet coming out, I think that means we will not be hitting our team league sensations. But, fingers crossed, never know. Clutch Kings, Jackson Hastings, it is a priority box. Jai Arrow, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Bobby Law, Indigenous All-Stars. White, Young Guns, Jesse Colquhoun for the Sharks. Number 4. Tyrell Sloan, parallel for the Dragons. Master Series in the Kangaroos. Warriors parallel checklist. New recruit Tyrone Peachy for Panthers. New recruit Hammerfido for the Dolphins. Come on. Clutch Kings Cody Walker for the Rabbitohs. Dally M Samantha Bremner for the Roosters. Number 11. Parallel, Kirk Capewell for the Broncos. Patrick Carrigan, World Cup champions, number 12. Regan Campbell-Gillard, parallel for the Eels. New recruit Reed Marnie for the Bulldogs. James Fisher-Harris, Maori All-Stars. Shaylee Bent, World Cup champions, number 3. Toby Rudolph, parallel for the Sharks. Ruby Mojo, Hammerfido for the Dolphins. Number 34. Harry Grant, parallel for the Storm. Maori All-Stars, Jordan Rapana. New recruit, Isaiah Papali'i for the Tigers. Welcome everyone to the break. We've just had a massive influx in viewers. White League sensations. Well, close. Well, sort of. Number 56, James Fisher-Harris for Panthers. It's not the coloured one we're looking for, but it is another signature. So congratulations. Who we got? Tony with Panthers. Kalen Ponga, parallel for Knights. New recruit Kelmatalagi for Manly. And last packet for the break, guys. Thanks everyone for joining us. Talking fishing. We had a few different conversations today. And Jaden Campbell, parallel for the Titans. So we got one randomisation to do, and that is for our 11 Master Series cards between all 17 spots. So let's get that done. Alright. 3 times around the merry-go-round. Number 1. Number 2. And lucky last, number 3. Tony Luxton with the Dolphins. Alright guys, that's it. That's all. Hope you had a ball. Enjoy your weekend.